Show. I rep my dogs, my Marines, rep my sailors, Navy, rep my soldiers, Army, Air Force and my coasties. This for veterans of all breeds, got some skills to show me. Cause this thing for all y'all, show up when I roll call. New type of veteran, together we better know better than entrepreneur, we stepping in, making a line that's different. I'm TMRB, that host, Mr. T times G.I. Joe. Mohawk with that G.I. flow, and this that G.I. show, and this my thing music. 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 Woo! Gotta love that theme music. But I may be biased. Anyways, welcome to the second episode of the GI Show, where we spotlight military veterans from around the world to show their talents, tell their stories, and share their experiences. I am your host, the Marine Rapper, aka TMR, aka the guy you saw in the last episode who had no guest, so he kind of like interviewed himself, but now he's happy because he has a guest. I'm so excited for this episode because our guest is phenomenal. She is a mixed martial arts fighter. She is a military dog handler. And she is a Marine veteran. Everybody give a warm welcome to our guest, Kelsey DeSantis. Hey Kelsey, how's everything going?
Good, thank you for having me.
Hey, it was no problem, you know. No problem at all. So, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself, like the different kind of things that you did while you were in the Marine Corps?
Sure. I started off as a military police canine handler, and I worked for President Bush, and then I worked for President Obama, and then I became a martial arts instructor trainer.
As in like fighting?
Yes, as in fighting.
Definitely not going to try to roll with you, you know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. Yeah. MMA and all that. Did you get into any of that after you got out? Did you do any of that?
It actually started before I was in.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was training and fighting when I was like 16, and then I joined the Marine Corps when I was 18, so.
Oh. Very well. Show off. Anyway, so you did, wait a minute, you look familiar. Aren't you the one who asked?
Justin, you want to call out my girl Mila? Well, I'm going to call you out and ask you to come to the Marine Corps ball with me.
Justin Timberlake to the ball?
As if you don't know. Because I was going to say the same thing about you. You actually look so familiar to me.
You're killing me.
That's true. It was at 2011.
Yeah, 2011. Yeah, that's the year I hopped on the bandwagon. I mean, you were like, somebody asked Mila Kunis, and then you asked Justin Timberlake, and then I was just like, you know, I need to round this out, so I'm gonna ask Betty White, somebody like 3 times my age. So yeah.
And it turned out well, right?
Listen, this is not about me. You know what I mean? The first episode, you know, you're talking to yourself. That's what you're doing. No, that was about me. This ain't about me this time. This is about you. How did that date go with Justin Timberlake, one of the biggest stars of our generation?
It was really amazing. It was really cool. He's a really down-to-earth and humble guy.
That's awesome. So, what are you into now? I saw something about you're doing the Miss Veteran America.
Miss Veteran of America is actually a competition.
Okay.
Most of the reason that I decided to compete is because it represents the 55,000 homeless female veteran population and their children.
Wow.
Right, and I had no idea the numbers were that significant. That's part of the reason that I decided to run, is because the organization that partners with Miss Veteran of America is called Final Salute, and you can find them at finalsalute.org. And what they do is they provide transitional housing for female veterans that are homeless and their children, as well as like counseling and mentorship as far as developing their careers and getting them back on track, getting them back to work. So it's a really amazing organization. I'm glad to be a part of it.
That's a great cause. That's a very great cause. I was raised by a single mom, so I know how hard it is a lot of the times, you know, making sure you have a roof over your kids' heads and something like that. And unfortunately, some of those people don't have that, and they served our country. So it's only right that we do things to help them. So like I totally applaud that. So how does it incorporate with the homeless female veterans and having a competition?
We start off with, I think, around 60, maybe 65, around that number of women who started within the competition, and now it's down to 25 finalists. But throughout those 60, we raised about 30 grand, I believe. That goes all toward female veterans and their children that are homeless. And so now we're in the 25 finalist division, and the finals are October 12th in Washington. You can go to missveteranofamerica.org to check out all the information if you want to get tickets if you're in the area or just come travel. But it's really cool because they have an interviewing portion, there's a gown portion, and there's a talent portion, and as well as like military history and advocacy about women veterans. So you really got to know the information that you're talking about. So they're really going to find the most qualified woman. That's why it's great for me, because it's like win or lose, it's just nice to be able to create awareness for these women. So.
Can you tell the people out there who's watching this, all the, you know, the military supporters, the veterans, Kelsey DeSantis fans, you know, people who don't want to just get beat up by your MMA skills, where they can find you on the social interwebs?
You can find me at Twitter at symbol _ Kelsey B. And you can find me on Facebook at Kelsey DeSantis. My fan page is on there, and as well as my Miss Veteran of America page. So yeah, and that's about it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it was good having you on here. I think, you know what? Matter of fact, one more thing. Will you be my co-host?
It took so much effort. You know, honestly, I've always wanted to be in a theme song, and I guess if you put me in the theme song, then I wouldn't have a problem being your co-host.
Are you trying to like blackmail me?
I mean, you can call it whatever you want, but those are my terms.
There you go. Kelsey DeSantis is our new co-host of the GI Show. See you next week.
This my thing music. This my thing music. This my thing music. This my thing music. This my thing.
What did I get myself into? If you would like to be a part of the GI Show, we're always looking for military veterans with talents to display and experiences to share. If you fit that criteria, email thegiShow1@gmail.com. You can cut the camera off now.